Good Wednesday morning. This is Miss Denise again, and I'm going to read about deer today. I have a lot of kids who go hunting with their family members, and I may not know all about deer that I need to. Maybe you don't either. Let's learn. The deer. How would it feel to carry a coat rack on your head? If you were a male deer, you would know. Deer are the best known of North America's large hooved wild animals. Male deer don't really wear coat racks, but they do have antlers. Antlers are something like a coat rack because they stick out and they are rock hard. Two kinds or species of deer live in North America. They are the white-tailed deer and the mule deer. The deer's cousins. White-tailed and mule deer are closely related to other members of the deer family. All male members of the deer family carry antlers. The moose is the largest member of the deer family in the world. A male or bull moose may weigh 1,400 pounds. That's huge. Moose have broad, flattened antlers. The elk is also much larger than the deer. Bull elks have thick necks and huge, spreading antlers. Caribou are deer that live mostly in Alaska and northern Canada. This deer is closely related to the reindeer of northern Europe. How they look. Deer are brown or gray with black and white trim. Deer have long legs and big dark eyes. Antlers grow early in the summer. They are at first covered by tiny hairs which form a velvet blanket. Mule deer bucks average about 250 pounds. Females, called does, are smaller. White-tailed deer are generally smaller than mule deer. Mule deer have black tails. They also have wider antlers and longer ears than whitetails. Where they live. Each species of animal lives in an area called its range. The mule deer's range covers western Canada through the western United States and east to Minnesota and western Texas. The whitetail's range includes southern Canada and most of the United States. The whitetail's range continues south into South America. Within a range, deer live on certain types of land. These places are called their habitat. Mule deer like the edges of forest and brush and mountains and hills. Whitetails like forest edges, farmland, and open woodland. A lot of times I see deer in our field. Oh, look how cute. Let me move it close. Oh, the babies. How they live. Bucks and does spend most of the year apart. However, during the autumn mating season, they are together. Deer also band together in winter. Bucks often fight with each other in the fall. A buck may chase another male away from does, or the two may duel with their antlers. Deer are most active in the early morning and in the evening. During the day, hidden in a shady spot, they rest. Deer are good swimmers and fast, graceful runners. The deer's fawns. Mother deer have 1 or 2 babies called fawns. Fawns weigh from 4½ to 7 pounds at birth. Fawns are spotted. The spots help them hide in the leaves and twigs of the forest floor. A fawn can stand 10 minutes after birth, but it is safer for the fawn not to move about. Deer that survive hunters, disease, and being struck by cars can live several years. Deer in captivity have lived to age 20. Predator and prey. Deer are called herbivores because they eat plants. Deer eat soft green plants and berries, leaves, twigs, and acorns. Deer are prey or food for large meat-eating animals known as predators. These meat eaters usually eat sick, injured, young, or very old deer. Cougars, mountain lions, bears, wolves, and coyotes all kill deer now and then. Deer have good eyes and ears to warn them of danger. They also have sharp hooves and antlers with which to defend themselves. Deer and people. Many wild animals have disappeared during this century. The growth of cities and farms have destroyed their habitats. Deer, however, have not suffered. Mule deer are common in the west. White-tailed deer are common in the east. Now there are more white-tailed deer than before. White-tailed deer love farm crops, and they can live in forest or brush close to cities. Deer are game animals. They are hunted with gun or bow and arrow during certain times of each year. The deer's future. Hunting laws and the loss of predators that eat deer have helped deer. Key deer are a type of white-tailed deer. They are about the size of a large dog. Key deer live only on a few of the islands or keys in the southern tip of Florida. Key deer have lost much of their habitat and they are becoming scarce. Most deer in herds, though, have a bright future. Deer live in places today where they were never seen before. Maybe you can head to the closest farmland to you and see if you can find a deer. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.